How to make $250,000 this year with my ultimate blueprint guide. What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and in today's video, I'm gonna give you my complete blueprint. How many leads, how much you have to work, what you have to do every single hour in wholesaling real estate to get to $250,000 a year. Now, I know that seems overwhelming, like, whoa, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of deals I'm gonna have to do. This seems like a lot, but honestly, you are probably overthinking this. 250 grand is anything between 15 to 20 plus wholesaling deals, and maybe it's 30 if you do a lot of low margin deals. But really, if you break it down on a monthly basis or how many deals you got to do every other week, it gets a lot less stressful. And when you make things simplistic, you can start eating the elephant one bite at a time, and then you can over a year make over $250,000 to help you gain wholesaling real estate success and financial freedom. So let's get into this blueprint. First and foremost, number one, you just got to focus on one thing. Only have one goal in mind. This goal is not to make $250,000. But you might be like, Zach, wait, I thought that's why you made the video, to have the result of making $250,000. Well, technically, yes, but honestly, you really should just focus on 100 offers. That should be your sole focus. Let me explain. It's so much easier to go out here and make 100 offers in a year than it is to go and just focus on only making $250,000. When you go think about how am I gonna make $250,000, you're gonna be like, how many leads do I gotta pull? What lists? What marketing channels? What's my script to get all complicated and crazy? But when you only just focus on making 100 offers, it becomes pretty simple what you have to do. You're a lot less confused. Okay, if I want to make a lot of offers, the only way you get a lot of offers is if I get a lot of leads. And how do I get a lot of leads? I gotta do a lot of marketing. And then boom, it all comes to your mind easy and simple like that. You figure out pretty quickly, I gotta market, I gotta get in front of sellers, and then I just gotta focus on those 100 offers. That's like 2 offers a week, and that's all you need to be focusing on. Quality of offers is almost as important as the quantity of offers you make. So make sure you get qualified sellers from government lists, good paid lists, that people that just wanna sell the property. Now remember, we're thinking about how to make $250,000. If we focus on those 100 offers, it will lead to that easily. On top of that too, let's just reverse the math on this whole $250,000 a year equation for success. And the biggest question I always get is, how many leads do I have to get, or how many leads do I have to pull to make 250 grand? Well, my humble opinion, and after teaching hundreds of thousands of wholesalers how to become successful in this business, I have personally found you're going to have to pull and skip trace 50 to 60,000 paid lists. These are lists from PropStream, ListREI.com, DMZack.com, ZackData.com, whatever paid software you want to use, PropStream, Batch, Deal Machine. You're going to have to go pay and do 50 to 60,000 leads. Now, I know that seems really painful, and that's a lot of money, and that's very expensive, but really, it's not that crazy or expensive if you really think about that. I mean, that's just doing about 4,200 leads every single month in marketing, which actually isn't insane if you have the right list that we teach inside of my free wholesaling course, freewholesaling.com. And those 50 to 60,000 leads that you call, text, skip, trace, whatever it is, as long as it's touched, people know that you're looking to buy houses for cash, should lead to about 20 wholesaling deals. And that's honestly all we want to focus on right now, right? Just 20. On the flip side, let's say I don't have a lot of money. I want to make 250 grand, but I don't have the money to pull this list or do any of the paid services and stuff. Well, just focus on the free leads. These are government lists that you have to go out and earn. You have to go to the government and get the list. These are the code violations, water shutoffs, the tax delinquencies, pre-foreclosures. The list goes on and on forever. The cool part, it's a lot harder to get a government list than it is to get a paid list, because all you have to do is pay money, boom, you're in front of the software and you get all the great stuff. When you're actually going after government lists, the probates and things like that, you need a lot less of those leads to go get a deal, usually around a fifth. So that basically means I don't have to go and do 50,000 calls in a year to get to those 20 deals. Really, if I use a government list and it costs no money at all, but it's really good, high quality stuff, and I still skip trace it, honestly need around 10,000 of those leads to get those 20 deals. Now, it's a lot more effort to get those leads, but you're not spending a lot of time calling in compared to the paid list. So really, which one's better? They're both pretty equal to me, because one costs more time and effort, one's more simpler to do, but you gotta do more calling. When I'm looking to scale a business, what I do for being millions and millions of dollars a year, paid lists are a little better, but I always have the government list because there's always money in those deals. Remember, your mindset be like, 10,000, that's insane. But remember, if you're making $250,000, you're getting paid over $25 for every government list you pull, skip, trace, and call, or text, or whatever it is. It's $25 every single time. So if you call 100 of those leads, that's like $2,500. And eventually you keep going, you'll get those deals and you'll do a lot better. And that is the power of government lists. They're a lot harder to get, but there's a lot less of them you need to get a wholesaling deal. The truth is most wholesalers watching this don't want to pull a government list. It's a lot of work, but the few that are willing to put that extra effort will be rewarded handsomely by doing that. It's just less saturated. But honestly, that's the approach you have to be focusing on. Pulling the lists, choosing a schedule, and marketing out to those leads. 50 to 60,000 paid, 10,000 free government list, whatever it is, you just got to focus on those. Speaking of a schedule, another big question I always get asked is what's the perfect wholesaling real estate schedule? What's the schedule that's going to lead me to wholesaling success? Do I have to get up at 2 a.m. every single morning and take a cold bath to become successful? Like, what's the big secret? Well, honestly, the dang truth is the best schedule is the schedule that works for you. I know a lot of people watching this have kids, a full-time job, they're getting wholesaling part-time. They got a lot going on in their lives, and I completely get it. But really, even if you're looking to get into part-time or full-time wholesaling, the only schedule that I will highly recommend is what we call the 3-1-1 approach. Now, the 3-1-1 approach or the 3-1-1 schedule, whatever one you want to call it, is going to be the ultimate split of how you should spend your time in wholesaling. Basically, how the split works is in 5 hours of wholesaling work, 3 of those hours should be spent towards marketing, pulling lists, skip tracing, cold calling sellers, reverse drawing for dollars, whatever it is. That 3 hours should be spent on marketing only, going out here and finding leads and deals. That extra hour should be put into acquisitions. So 3 hours marketing, 1 hour acquisitions, talking to sellers, following up, and getting deals locked up. Then that last hour, this is a very important one, is spent on cash buyers and dispositions. Finding buyers, cold calling buyers, talking to realtors, going through the cash sales, going through the for rents, talking to new cash buyers, figuring out where they want to buy, building relationships, following up with old cash buyers I have in my podio, just keeping that relationship going with my buyers and being the perfect dispositions person. So once I get a deal under contract, I can sell it really easy. The most painful part in this business, especially when you're trying to get to that 200, 250K mark, is selling deals where honestly, you could have made 20 on the deal, but you have bad cash buyers and you only have a couple really bad ones on your list, and you have to sell them for 10 to 15 grand and not that 20, 25 because you just didn't focus enough on your cash buyers. It's another point a lot of people understand about making 250 grand. A person that's terrible at cash buyers, 250 grand, they're not going to get. They might get 150 with the same amount of deals. But if you know how to get the right cash buyers that pay the most, that are actually not going to screw you on the deal, you can turn that 150 into 250 grand by just having better buyers. And obviously lowballing will always work too. Remember, in wholesaling real estate, you don't need a lot of cash to get in this business, but you need to utilize your time correctly. So if you have a 40-hour week of wholesaling real estate, your split should be 24-8-8. Or if you're working part-time, 12-4-4. 12 hours marketing, 4 hours acquisitions, and 4 hours dispositions. Let's say you're not having a lot of leads right now and you can only do 2 hours of acquisitions. Spend that extra 2 hours in the marketing so you get more leads, so you spend more time acquisitions the next time. And if you just create a schedule of what you're gonna do every single day and consistently follow up with that schedule, you'll do well. Remember, that's the split. So if you have 20 hours to put in this business every single week, it is a non-negotiable that you spend 12 hours in marketing, talking to sellers and getting leads. Not 10 hours or 11 hours, 12. Non-negotiable. You have to market to get wholesaling deals, to get those 100 offers so you can make $250,000 a year in wholesaling. Honestly, that's my blueprint guide. It's not that complicated. You got to go out here, follow the schedule, follow this blueprint, and I promise you, you know how to market the right way, you utilize your time correctly, and you make enough offers and get enough deals, and you got plenty of cash buyers on your list, you'll do well. And remember, if you want to learn wholesaling real estate the perfect way, do me a favor. Make sure you go to freewholesaling.com, my free wholesaling course, so you can learn exactly how to become the best wholesaler possible. It's a free course, costs no money at all, and I have over 100,000 students in there. Make sure you go to freewholesaling.com so you learn how to talk to cash buyers, get the right scripts, how to market, watching me do wholesaling real estate live, me holding your hand on wholesaling deals from start to finish so you can be the best wholesaler possible. Make sure you go to freewholesaling.com. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe it. I'll see you soon. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one.